Okay, so now let's talk about 5 of the craziest things that happened in the Battle of Hastings finals. And these are all pretty much best tricks. Let's look at Casey Sterling's best trick. He didn't get it within the 3 tries that was allotted to him, but he kept trying, and did it for the people. And that's what we like to see. We ride for the people. We ride for our followers, right? We don't ride for ourselves, we ride for the people. And he did it's like an alley-oop 3 flip off of a quarter to a drop. I don't know, I'll just play it here on the screen. This is absolutely crazy, but it's not unusual for Casey. His mini flips, flippy, spinny things are normal for him, but to see it, when he first tried it, I sat there like this. And then he kept going, and he got closer and closer and closer, and it was crazy to see. It was so crazy to see. The second one is Felix Pragenberg's best trick. Check this out on the screen. Again, he did this one for the people. He didn't get it in his 3 tries, but he kept trying. He wanted to get it for the people, and he pulled it. And it was very mind-boggling. I think it was mind-boggling, but I'm kind of a noob at peg things. I'm just learning how to use my opposite pegs. I'm just learning how to do little tooth cheek things, and I don't know very much about the peg world. So to me, this was absolutely crazy. The third crazy thing here was how Jose Torres was riding versus Kieran O'Reilly. I talked about it a little bit earlier, but let's play these side by side. And I want you guys to let me know if I'm totally off base here or if he was genuinely riding a lot better. He's not from the UK, and so I feel like he hasn't had as much time at that park as Kieran. But just look at the height this guy's getting. He's flying through the air. It's crazy. And Kieran is doing his thing, but he's not pulling very much, and he's not going very high. I guess he still doesn't need to go high to do a triple whip, but I like to see the amplitude. I like to see the height. I don't know. What do you guys think? So I talked a little bit about Garrett being washed up, but number 4 is actually Garrett's best trick. I thought it was crazy how he spun around, did the 360, landed in a pegs, and then threw a whip. It took him a few tries, but he did pull it off eventually. I've never tried a spin to a double peg or a spin to a feeble or a spin to a smith. It seems hard because of the preciseness that you need to have when you get into the grind. If you're off just a little bit, your peg slips off, you're not lined up right. And he pulled it eventually, slammed into there, got the double peg, landed the whip. It was cool to see, but his runs were not very dialed. This best trick was dialed, his runs were not very dialed. And obviously, number 1, which order was I going? Number 1 was Kevin's best trick. This was posted all over the internet. I'm a little bit late on it, but Kevin has been doing a 180 flip whip as a best trick for the last long time. I gave Mike Vargas some shit for doing the same thing over and over. Kevin's doing the same thing over and over, but he's stepping it up. I don't know if you would consider this a spine or a box jump or just like, I don't know, a gap. It's huge. It's very wide. It's not like a normal gap. It's definitely not a spine. And the amount of speed he had to have to pull this is mind-boggling. So congrats, Kevin. Congrats all you guys, Team Dovey, for taking the win there at Battle of Hastings. It was insane to see, and those were my top 5 events.